my brother was in a car accident.
Oh my god.
He died.
What? Hold on, that's not funny. What are my options?
It could be any 3 crimes. What are my options?
Find a tombstone with just the first name Kyle.
Should I just take off my clothes right now? There's no possible way I can win.
Welcome to the What Are My Options podcast. I am Trey. He is
Kyle.
Hope you guys are having a lovely day so far. I look wired out of my mind. For those of you that don't know, we are recording on a Thursday at 3 p.m. The podcast goes up on Fridays at noon, which means for the rest of my day, I will be in this room editing and uploading this podcast and dealing with Spotify's horrendous upload system.
I'm gonna make this episode a bitch to edit. Every once in a while, I'm gonna just be silent for like 2-minute gaps. There's gonna be occasional, I'm just gonna whip it out.
Yeah, play music on your Spotify, so I have to remove it so we don't get claims. I assume you forgot to hit record already, so I've got to deal with that.
I'm gonna do that about halfway through.
You're gonna make sure this episode lasts 3 hours at about the 2-hour mark. Your computer will tell you that you are out of space, and you're gonna have to figure that out as if you didn't see that coming.
Well, you might see how much space I got.
Yeah, you should just have a dedicated drive. They're like $20 just for the podcast recordings.
I got 46 gigs. That should be enough.
God, you record in 8K every time you send me a file to edit with. It's usually 20 gigabytes, which is I don't know if you know, my file size is 8.
Oh.
Yeah, I usually have just half the file size of you. But yeah, next week Kyle will hopefully be here in person. He was supposed to be here in person last week and the week before that. But next episode will be the Valentine's Day episode. I think it comes out on Valentine's Day if my math is right. So if there's anything we should do Valentine's Day themed, let us know. Obviously, should we touch tips? Should we review hot dogs? Should we eat sweet candies? Should we review Valentine's Day date ideas? Tell us in the WAMO comments on the Discord and the email your worst Valentine's Days ever.
Love how you started with touch tips.
Yeah,
that wasn't slipped in. That was idea number 1.
So we, yeah. I just had to make sure it got out there. You know, I thought we were gonna move past it. Well, no, we have the annual bet going right now, and we still don't know what the punishment is, even though we're gonna have a full year behind it, so it needs to be big and spectacular. What if loser touches tips?
How is there a winner in that? They're both touching tips, unless you bring in a random homeless guy who agreed to do it.
Huh. Who do you think loses in a situation where, okay, we're not touching tips, you're touching tip. So would the loser be would you be the loser if you poked my penis with your finger, or would you be the winner if you, and vice versa? How do we determine who's the loser in that situation? You walk in a room, we're obviously on a premium Patreon or OnlyFans service. I lower my underwear and shorts, and I'm standing there, and now I'm naked, which could be punishment. But then you're just poking my I think flaccid penis.
You think?
I think.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I wonder if there is a podcast out there where they just hard pivoted into nudity in episode 24.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Episode 24, they're all right, let's whoop it out, boys.
They're you know what, at this point, let's just whip it out.
I think the loser is whoever's tip gets touched in that situation. I think you have the most to lose.
Yeah.
I would be I know where your mind went, but I'm picturing me and you. We have a full camera team to keep it official. You know, very above board. We have a sex coordinator, just like they do in all those great movies. And they're like, do you want to use the fake dong? And I'm like, no. And then Kyle's just in the middle of this just giant stage. He drops his drawers. and then I walk up, and I have to, with a straight face, poke his flaccid penis. I think that's the best day ever.
I think that's the worst day.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So that would be the punishment for you. But picture it from where I'm at. That is the best day ever. Full crew, full production.
I think the crew getting paid for one day of work, and that's what they're doing. They're having the worst day.
No, they're getting paid.
They're getting paid.
Yeah, exactly.
They have to make sure the camera's locked in.
What a topic to start the day with. But yeah, we are late in the week, so hopefully when Kyle gets here, next podcast he'll have hit 18 deer, so we have fresh stories to talk about, because we've rolled over. It's February. It's February. What day is it? It's February
5.
It's February 5. Okay, so we're 5 days into the month. I won't fully keep track because I want to shock you at the end of the month. I've had 10 hot dogs so far.
God damn it! I've not had a singular hot dog yet.
Kyle, if I consume enough carcinogens to take out a moose this month and you don't have one hot dog, I'm gonna touch your penis.
See, this is the strat, which is where if I had come out right now and been like, I've had 12 hot dogs, then you would consume an extra 40 hot dogs. But if you go in thinking he's had 0 hot dogs, I can slow down. That's the strat.
I can't slow down. You want to know what I did? The moment we finished that podcast, I went to the store and I bought 2 family packs of corn dogs and 2 family packs of pancake and sausage on a stick. And I have, for lunch, been having pancake and sausage on a stick, and for dinner been having corn dog. And let me tell you, because you wouldn't know this as a non-stool observer, even though you should for this reason, my stool is not healthy. It has been changed in shape, color, form dramatically.
You really gotta up your diet. You should probably stop eating hot dogs. You can take a break.
You don't get to tell me that. Again, you don't know how your stool looks. And this brings me to a topic. You said your coworkers were recently fighting about this topic that we talk about on the podcast.
I don't know which asshole at my job brought it up, but they brought up our topic of, is it acceptable to look at the toilet paper after every wipe to know when you're done? Because when you stop getting poop, you know you're done.
Yeah.
And I, of course, said, I never look at the teepee, not a single time. I just know when I'm done. And somebody at my work brought that up, and it became a hot topic where like 30 of my coworkers had to give their input. And I was getting shamed.
Yeah.
I thought that the non-lookers would outweigh the lookers. I was wrong.
And again, this is the point of the podcast. You know, you can go through the zipper. You can go over the belt. You could stand to wipe. You could sit to wipe. But there is a right answer here. Again, for your health, because you told me, I assume the people that don't touch the paper are also with you on not even looking in the toilet afterwards.
Well,
would you make that assumption?
Yeah, when I look in the toilet, all I see is the TP.
How much TP are you using, bud?
Because for you to know what it looks like, you have to poop, stand up, look in the toilet, be like, oh, and then sit back down and then begin the wiping.
No. So here's the problem. And this is what I've said before with your feeling technique. You were either under-wiping or you were over-wiping. It is very rare that I use so much toilet paper it shields the poop from my eyes completely, like in 300 when their arrows blot out the sun.
I use 4-ply toilet paper. It's thick.
Yeah, it's thick. Yeah. I'm not talking about the opaqueness. I'm talking about the amount.
Are you using 1 square per wipe?
No, and we've talked about this. And again, every poop is different because I check, and every poop should be different. I spawn in, I sit, I poop. My first, I grab, I pull the toilet paper. It's in front of me, and it's coming over. I pull 8 squares down. I have triple ply. 4-ply feels too abrasive on my bum. I pull down 8 squares. It's about like that, okay? I then, now forget what I said about 4-ply being too much. I then fold it in half. So now I've got 4 squares wide. And now I go 3 fingers under, 4 on top. That's what it lays across like that. Some people are different. I've heard some people do 1. That's crazy. I do 3. Some do 5, which is wild. How many fingers are going in there?
That's too many.
You're saying too many, or I'm saying too many?
Too many, maybe too little.
Okay, how many fingers? Picture yourself, you've got the toilet paper in your hands. How many are going between the cheeks with the toilet paper?
I wrap my whole hand.
So you take the hand and you do
I'm going to grab a roll of TP real quick, and I'm going to demonstrate.
Yeah, let's do this. I'm going to grab toilet paper too.
All right. You... I'm glad we're both visual learners.
This is 100% our next million view TikTok, by the way. I could see we're just going to cover every topic in a 60-second. Okay. All right. So first I will go to demonstrate, okay? And this is bad. This is the last toilet paper I have in the house. I have to go to the store after this. I was pooping before, and I was scared I was going to run out. So, it's, God, I wish I had it. Oh, okay. I go, oh, yeah. And you want to get an even, actually, I get an odd amount. Because otherwise, if you fold an even amount, it's weaker, and it can break at the crease, and then you finger your butthole. So, I usually actually sometimes look for 5. 5 is a good amount.
That's so little TP.
No, it's not. And again, because I'm checking, I know how much is the right amount. I have more to talk about. And then I fold in half. I pulled out 4, I just realized. 1, 2, 3. Okay, pretend I pulled off 5, okay? So then, you either... Some people go thumb up, 4 under, and then pretend this is the crack. You would do that, okay?
That's crazy.
That's... Pinky up, thumb up. And go through just like that. Then, I check. I fold. Pinky thumb up. I go back. I fold.
Wait. You, holy shit. You use the same chunk for 2 separate wipes?
Kyle, you're using far too much toilet paper. I need you to know that's what most people are doing. They fold, they use, they fold, they use.
It's a wipe drop. You don't wipe, fold, create a poop sandwich, wipe again, drop, get another chunk, wipe, poop sandwich, wipe. That's crazy. That's the most insane thing I've ever heard. It's a wipe and a drop. You don't reuse.
Kyle.
You get 2 wipes out of 5 squares?
Hold on.
That's crazy.
This is still here. I use this.
You do not do a third
I
wipe.
swear to God.
That's insane.
Kyle, eggs are $5. Gas is $5. They might be coming after this.
Toilet paper. You can
do you
use
really
all
need
you
anyone
want.
else? Toilet paper is fucking expensive. This is what most people are doing. And again, don't hurt yourself again, because last time you thought you were in the majority, you were wrong. And you've been wrong 100 times. You need to start humbling yourself and realize you might be wrong again.
When you told me that after wiping you can look in the toilet and still see your poop.
Now you see, because I'm putting this in there.
I didn't know it's because you're wiping 5 times with 1 sheet.
3!
That's crazy.
That's 3! With 5 sheets or 6 usually.
That's
I actually did 4 this time.
Oh my God, that's insane.
Dude, and so you're saying you wrap around the hand,
here's how you do it.
Wipe once, and then drop it?
Yes!
You're using a whole roll per shit!
Here it is. Here's the TP. I go...
Stop. That's what you do at the mall.
I break, and then wipe, drop. And then I come back, and then around the hand...
Can you show your parents this
drop.
clip? I want before you're here live next recording, I'm gonna clip this. I want you to get your written mother and your father's reaction to what you've been doing.
Look at this. There's no risk. You've got premium wrapped all the my webcam.
What about the back side of the toilet paper? Do you see how much you're wasting? It's not
The
even touching your
backside
ass.
of the toilet paper. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that after one wipe, I was supposed to meticulously sandwich.
No, you shouldn't be fisting the toilet paper, you insane person. You're using double the toilet paper you need.
So, after the trick is usually 8 wipes. 8 wipes is usually a good amount.
Dude,
you look
that's
down
half
in the
a
toilet.
roll.
You look down in the toilet and you see this.
Dude, yeah, you look down, you see your toilet paper overflowing out of the bowl. No wonder you clogged. Did you do that at Brian's house?
I do that in every house. That's how you wipe
Brian,
your ass.
I am so sorry. For those of you that don't know, there was a real scandal at Goofy Guy Gathering last year where at my friend Brian's house, 18 men shared a house, 3 toilets, and Kyle, night one, clogged one of the toilets immediately. And we all shamed Bryant for not owning a plunger. But I didn't realize what the fuck you were doing in there.
Now, this is what you do for single ply. If you have single ply at like a grocery store, you gotta do the wrap. Even though I got thick ass toilet paper, I still like to do the wrap because
I do the wrap at the mall or at a public restroom because you genuinely need that much toilet paper to not fist your bum. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But
I can't believe you're gonna shame me when you sandwich.
What I'm
times.
doing is the national standard.
That is not the. If I find out any human being is sandwiching.
I love this podcast because we've proven. Well, listen, I'll allow it. I will say 60% of people, you're right, sit to wipe. I am weird in that so remember, while I'm doing all that folding, I'm standing.
You are crazy!
Now, I will agree I'm in the 40% minority of stand-and wipers. I'll acknowledge that. But we're both on the right side about going over the belt, over the jeans, over the shorts, instead of going through the weird jagged zipper that some men do. We've decided that, Kyle, you're wrong on this. You're wrong to not check the toilet paper, and you're wrong for wrapping. You should be folding.
For me,
I cannot wait for the thousands upon thousands of people to flood in. I want answers. Hello, wherever you're watching this from. A, do you stand or sit? B, do you at least check the toilet paper, which you should be doing for your health at least, or to know when you're done wiping because you can't feel it, like he thinks. And C, do you fold or do you wad or do you fist?
Oh my God. I feel it should be a wipe, drop. Wipe, drop. The idea of getting multiple wipes.
I should have known this when you said you didn't check the
jump.
paper. It's like, of course you're not going to fold it. But if you're wiping and dropping, you should be using way less. You're using so much. Like, if you really are scared to look at your own body's stool for your health and to know when you're done wiping, at least use not that much toilet paper. That's so much. How much? So you buy toilet paper in what amounts? In what increments? Like 9 rolls a pack, 12 rolls a pack? How much you buying?
48 rolls a pack.
You buy 48 rolls a pack. How many times a year do you buy that pack?
Usually like once a week.
No. I'll believe you on once a month, which even I buy a 6-pack of toilet paper for me and my wife 2 weeks.
Damn.
Yeah. So I use 3 rolls every 2 weeks.
I was debating with people. People were I
thought we were done screaming at each other about bathroom etiquette, but every 20 episodes there's somehow some new bullshit.
There's somehow a new one.
I'm going to find out you're going to be like, "You don't lick the toothbrush when you're done?" Like there's going to be some we haven't even gotten to brushing our teeth yet.
Somebody in my chat was like, "Oh, it's been like 2 days since I've pooped. That's pretty bad. It should at least be once a day."
Yeah.
And someone was like, "It doesn't have to be once a day. There can be days where you don't poop." And I'm like, "It should be more than once a day."
The average person is pooping 1.33 times a day.
Yes. I don't know what the 0.33
because the average. It's like the average person has half a penis. Think about it. Okay, to get the average.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
You got it. You understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the majority of people are only pooping once a day. A decent chunk are pooping twice a day. Thus, 1.33 times a day would probably be the average poops.
I think I would be way skinnier if I just started eating a lot of fiber. I think if I can get myself shitting 7 times a day, I would be so skinny.
I don't think you understand what fiber does.
Poo.
Fiber regulates your poop. If your poop is too liquid, it will harden it. If your poop is too hard, it will soften it. That's all fiber does, is it helps regulate your poop. It does not make you poop more unless, again, you're constipated, in which, yes, it would increase it because your body needs the fiber to process the poop. Now, not to immediately, gratify you after annoying me, I have some corrections over the last couple weeks. This is something Seth Meyers does on his also outdated medium, but I'm stealing it a little bit. As I was editing a podcast 2 weeks ago, we were talking about cereal and how breakfast is a scam. And by the way, I presented the articles. Breakfast is a scam. Actually, in 1928, the field of food psychology and marketing was started by Sigmund Freud's brother, who's like the father of psychology, not the brother. And they were like, we can't sell people on eggs and bacon. They were like, here's what you do. You don't tell them they need the eggs and bacon. You pay the doctors to tell them they need the eggs and bacon. And then they got the doctors paid off to say, you need a hearty breakfast of eggs and bacon and fatty foods. So I'm right on that. But you talked about Cheerios, and you said the bee goes in and it shoots out the cholesterol.
Yes.
And I said, that's insane. Kyle, that's exactly what the bee does. Kyle. I did my research. I had to put the fact check up. I might misspeak a little bit here, but generally, I was like, how does it's help your heart rather than be preventative? And it was like, Cheerios are high in fiber and some other thing, which do literally go into your bloodstream and grab the cholesterol and keep it moving. So the bee is going in and shooting the cholesterol out of you. I apologize for making fun of you. That is exactly what Cheerios is doing.
This proves that everything I've ever said is correct.
I don't know that that's true. I think I had a couple more. Let me check real quick. Because that was the one where I didn't have my phone and we were going full Joe Rogan, just yapping about things that were not true.
This is the episode where we have to issue apologies for things that we said that were horribly wrong.
We don't say that much that's horribly wrong. Oh, by the way, I don't know if we said it on the pod, but we're on Apple Podcasts now.
Oh.
And I now get a ton of scam emails. Boy, they really like to do that. Oh! Also on that episode, we said all the prostate do is give you cancer and it tickles a bit when you poop. And neither one of us could figure out what the male prostate does. Do you recall this?
Yeah.
It make the cum. That's why we have it and the women don't. It make cum.
I thought my balls.
Your balls facilitate it too, but the prostate makes the like seminal fluid that then goes to the balls, and the balls mixes it with other stuff. I'm gonna have to do a correction on this correction in about 2 weeks, I'm sure. But
pee is stored in the ball.
The prostate in your butt helps make the fluid in the balls. So
they had a Magic School Bus episode about that, I think.
Why does it always have to be like this? Oh God. Oh man, what do I got here? We did our hot dog updates. So my wife, lovely wife, she is a very normal person, but not a normal person. And what I mean by that is like, The most normie person would be like, I watch iShowSpeed. My wife does not know who that is. She goes, I've never heard that name. You're making up that character. Just lots of stuff like that. And so we were in Discord the other night. We couldn't find a game to play. So I Discord screen shared, and I pulled up Badlands Chugs. And she goes, who is that? And I go, that's interesting. You know who Badlands Chugs is, right?
Of course.
For those
he
who
drank
don't know,
the ocean.
He drank the ocean. He is a man with like 30 plus world records. He doesn't even, again, this is one of those things where you look at it and the views don't make it worth it, I think. Like, the amount of harm he's doing to his body, I can't watch it because I just get worried about him. But he will just be like, I bought 2 12-packs of Sprite Cranberry, and I'm going to drink them all in 2 minutes. And then he does, and he's so happy before, but afterwards, every time, he's and he just can't stop burping, and he's so bloated. And so she's like, why are people... And I go, oh, you're going to... And we just kept going. And we went to his most viewed, which is where he fills a 2-gallon boot of baked beans and 2 bottles of the bomb hot sauce. And the sound that makes and the burps that he makes. And so we started like... I was like, you never went down this side of YouTube? And like, we went down to the old school, like... I don't know if you remember, like, people would put lights on their fingers during the dubstep trend. And they would... dance with their fingies, and she was like, that's the lamest thing ever. I'm like, you would have been into this if you knew about YouTube back when you were a kid. And we just kept going further and further down the scuffed rabbit hole, and we found a new trend that I think me and you should do when we're in person next week.
Okay.
It is a speed run, maybe you've heard of it, called the 2 beers, 2 cigs, 2 Rubik's Cube speed run.
I've never even smoked a cigarette in my life.
Have you watched this challenge?
No.
The world record was just set 2 weeks ago. He just took it back. Every guy that does the challenge looks the exact same vibe. They're always in like their mom's basement. But yeah, you rip 2 cigarettes, you chug 2 beers, and you finish 2 Rubik's Cubes. And the current world record is like 1:30. But it's just 5 guys doing it on YouTube for like 8 people.
I've never solved a Rubik's Cube in my life.
I don't think if we teamed up and did the duo category, we would even do it in less than 10 minutes. I think you do the cigarettes. I'll do the beers. I would just love to watch you.
Beers.
I would love to watch you rip 2. Because the other thing is, it's clear that these are guys who are good at Rubik's Cube, but not good enough to win the competition, so they made this category. Because everyone who I've seen attempted it is choking on the cigarette and has clearly also never smoked a cigarette. They are just... like, they finish the Rubik's Cube immediately. They pound the beers, and then they look at the cigarettes, and they go... and then they just... and they're just...
I think pounding a cigarette, though, it's like normal. It's like a fine wine. You take sips.
Yeah, pounding a cigarette will give you a headache, dude. It's just a lot of terrible things going in your body very fast.
Oh.
I think we should do that. Or make our own speed run category. But it has to have the cigarettes. I think the cigarettes is really funny.
What if we replace the cigarettes with meth?
What if we got a nicotine? What if we got a meth addiction? That's true, actually. Yeah, what if we do the 2 cigs, 2 beer, 2 Rubik's Cube challenge, and we both find out we love cigarettes?
That's how that happens!
That's not
That's
how
what
that
happens!
It's not real. People just like it and they go...
The first cigarette makes you go, ew. The second cigarette makes you go, ooh. And then you're hooked on cigarettes for life. And then you're buying a pack a day.
It's thinking like this that makes me think I should try meth and cocaine. Because I've ripped like 5 or 6 cigarettes in my lifetime, and each time I'm like, nah, ew, I don't like nicotine, and I definitely don't like that. And I'm like, I guess I don't get addicted to things. I should check out the other things that people have warned me about. It's like how the DARE program makes people try drugs more than it makes them not do drugs because they realize it's not as bad as they say, and they go, they lied to me a little bit. Let's see how bad it really is. And then suddenly they're doing heroin.
Rolls.
Yeah. They're like, weed will kill you and meth will kill you. And then you smoke the weed and you go, well, that didn't kill me. What about the meth that he was talking about? It's a real thing that happens. But yeah, no, cigarettes, very, very addictive. Don't do them. But I'm missing like some sort of link in my brain that goes, ooh.
You're just wanting to do this challenge because there's a part of your brain that wants the nicotine. It's like,
oh, yeah. I haven't had a reason to rip one in a while. That's a very good point. I had this coworker when I worked at Dairy Queen who, this is an illegal story. You ever go to tell a story and you go, I'm an adult now. I'm a real adult now. I was going to say, it's fine. What's the statute of limitations on buying minors cigarettes?
Till you die.
Till you die? Listen, he was 17 and I was 19. And again, the story's about buying cigarettes. And we worked at Dairy Queen and he was like, yo, before we get off work, will you walk to the gas station, buy me some cigars? And I'd be like, sure, I don't care. And every time I'd buy him cigars, he would give me one. And then I would have to drive home to Kansas. It was a 40-mile drive. And I would smoke the cigar or the cigarette or whatever. And I did this for 2 months. And then he stopped doing that, and I went, I guess I don't smoke cigars now. And it was kind of gross, I guess, so never mind. But I was with a friend named Hades at Walmart one night, and I was like, oh, I keep smoking these cigars in my car, and I have nowhere to put the ashes. I should buy that cup holder ashtray. And he goes, don't. And I go, why? And he goes, because then you're a guy who smokes cigarettes, and it's way more convenient. And I go, how do you know that? And he goes, because I smoke cigarettes all the time, and it started with the car cup holder ashtray. And I go, good point. And I think that literally put me on a different path in life.
Yeah, it saved you.
I don't know. I also find vapes disgusting. Once a year, I'll rip a vape to see if it's my thing, and it also, I think you never look lamer than having a vape. I think it's the lamest thing you can do. I just want to yell at them like, stop being a pussy and rip a cigarette or a bong. Unless you're the 1% that's vaping to quit cigarettes, stop being a pussy and fill your lungs with worse stuff.
I was about to say, because at first I was like, I wonder if I can just like chew a bunch of nicotine gum for like 8 months and get hooked on nicotine that way.
You could, yes. That's what happened.
And then just get like cravings for chewing gum. Because I've never had a cigarette, so I wonder nicotine gum. But then I remembered I had a couple coworkers, and they showed me, and I think this is the new thing. I think this is the new vaping. Because as soon as they showed me, I'm like, this is just the dumb new Zoomer thing.
I know what you're
vaping.
talking about.
It's like some sort of nasal spray.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about Zen pouches. I did not think you were going to talk about nasal spray. That's not on my radar at all.
They have like nicotine nasal spray. And so every once in a while they'll just be out and they'll, the same way that you squirt for like allergies, they go and then it's like, ooh, nicotine.
I don't think it's a trend. I'm very in touch with the youth. They're ripping Zen pouches.
I mean, it's some point, yeah, it's like if you're able to smoke, you're doing it. If you're able to smoke outside, you're vaping it. If you're hiding it, you're pouching it. But I think there's a level of I'm on my job and I'm on the floor, but I need to hit the nasal spray.
Huh. Yeah, the worst part about the trend of vaping or Zen pouches is people think the term healthier means healthy. So like people were like, oh, vaping's healthier than cigarettes. I'm going to start vaping, even though they never had a nicotine addiction. Then they start vaping, and it's way easier to get a higher nicotine tolerance addiction on vaping than cigarettes. Because like you can pump up, you just turn up the volume on how much nicotine. You just every month go higher and higher and higher and higher. And they're like, yeah, but it's healthier than smoking cigarettes. I go, no, it's not. Not if you're putting like pounds of nicotine in your body at a certain point.
I remember when vapes were pretty new, and I remember people literally telling to me it's the healthy version of smoking. They're like you don't need to smoke, you just do this, it's good for you. And I'm like, I don't think so.
Yeah, no, It's like it's the new age version of like the early 2000s stoners where they were like, dude, no. The weed removes the toxins. You can smoke it. It's not like smoking a cigarette. It doesn't hurt you. But now we have these vapors that are like, yeah, dude, it's better than a cigarette.
Weed actually is good for it. Weed is good for. I think weed's good. I think it's good for you.
The smoke.
It makes.
I'm talking about the smoke.
It makes old people.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think on the front, if you do the oils or the edibles, you're fine. But still, if you're smoking it, you're still putting smoke in your body. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't want to be the Joe Rogan podcast again and be like, listen, putting smoke in your lungs, objectively a positive.
We gotta start smoking weed during the podcast. I think nobody's ever done that before. That's probably a revolutionary idea.
I want to make a deal with you. I haven't allegedly smoked weeds in like 10 years probably. How old am I? 29. Okay, that makes sense. Ooh. The 420 episode this year.
I'll have to ask my boss.
You'll ask your boss?
I feel like the fact
I do
that
drugs on my podcast, boss?
I have to ask my boss if I can do drugs. Genuinely, not even joking, genuine. The fact that all my coworkers know about my podcast, I have to know if like my job has some sort of.
Oh, because somebody will tell them immediately.
Weed.
Yeah, you can't.
Which one of you asshole narcs?
Yeah.
If I did a 420 episode, would go to my boss and be like, "Look at this,
Denise, I need you to get everyone in line. We have 3 months to plan for this. I want me and Kyle ripping a bong on the 420 episode of the podcast. Just a one time only. We'll have Kyle here in person. For legal reasons, we filmed this in the state of Missouri.
See, what I do is the whole episode, I'm just eating gummies and giggling, and then we tell people that I'm having a sugar rush from the gummies.
I think that is the easier way to do it, is we just... But I think it's harder to hide than you think because, again, we have to do it before because it takes time to kick in, and we don't want to film for 5 hours. So, yeah, you get here at, like, noon, and we just pop it. And then we're like, all right, don't address it. Just say we're eating candy. And then we go live, and we go, I think it would be so obvious. It would be funny. We should maybe not do a 420 episode, but we just tell the audience, one episode this year, we will be stoned out of our minds. And if they guess which one, they get like $10.
There's an episode in the middle of June where I'm just like...
Yeah, there's one episode this year where we're going to be coked out of our minds, meth out of our minds, and then weeded out of our minds. And you got to guess which one is which.
Guess which one is the bath salts episode. We'll do that one in person.
There's one where we're just both folding on the table, and they're like, what the fuck is happening to them?
We make sure to record, but the second we hit record, we're out.
God, we gotta do the Molly and the ecstasy episode. Oh my god.
There's some episodes where we pretend to be stoned to throw them off, but the ones where we are stoned.
I think it'd be so obvious. Got a lot on the list. I'm just putting all this on the production pad.
Make sure to open up Notepad and write, do drugs.
Yep, do drugs. Gotta do that. 2 beer, 2 cigs challenge. Ooh. So, like, there's a rule when you play video games and things on your phone or things on your computer, everything everywhere asks for your permission. I recently was playing Burnout Paradise Remastered on my PC through Steam. So it's a shitty Steam port. It's a great game, but it's a shitty Steam port, and not a lot of functions work. And I played a lot of Burnout as a kid, but I never played this specific game. I only played this one because it was on sale. And it's 3 a.m, and I'm playing the game. I'm enjoying the game, and you start the game, you finish your first race, and then in full screen is you on camera. And I never set up a camera. I got Doki Doki Literature Clubbed by Burnout Paradise. Here is my Burnout Paradise ID. Because I had the podcast camera off to my right. I was so confused because I never set it up. I never heard that this game had a camera function, especially because it's an older game.
Even on the PS3, if you had like an iToy plugged in, it would take a photo. And I don't know if you know this, the best part is that if you online multiplayer race, whoever gets first place, everybody sees that ID. So I'm pretty sure at one point I was racing online multiplayer with someone and somebody kicked my ass and I had 4 seconds of, oh, they got me, before a giant dick popped up on screen, and the idea of somebody, their ID popped up with their camera and they just grabbed their webcam and plunged it into their crotch. And they're like, I'm gonna go beat as many people online, and they're gonna have to see this.
Yeah, it's so unregulated and so fast. There's no function to disable the camera anywhere in the game. It's just like it knows there's a camera and it immediately seeks it out. And it takes a new photo of you every 5 goddamn seconds. So I'd be playing the game and be like, pose for your next photo. And I'd be like, pose. It's 5 a.m. It must have taken 1,000 photos of me that night just playing Burnout Paradise.
Every single photo is then forwarded to EA.
Yeah, I was like, I can't even find where these are stored. It just constantly is asking for photos to train Burnout AI. God. Ooh, also, I'd like to mention, today is Thursday. Monday, something happened.
Good thing, bad thing? To me? Did something happen to me?
Kyle.
Yeah?
We uploaded a video Monday. I sent you the video we uploaded Monday.
Oh, is this the one where you went for a walk?
Did you watch it?
Yes.
Okay.
My dad watched it, too.
Why did your dad watch it?
Because he saw it in the feed, and he's like, the title was really threatening.
Hey, Kyle. I went for a walk.
Hey, Kyle. The title of the video is, Hey, Kyle, comma, I went for a walk. and even though that just sounds like something that you would text somebody on a nice sunny day, it just felt very threatening, so I had to click it.
Anyway, in that video, for those of you that didn't see it, if you just listen to the podcast on like Apple or Spotify or something, I gave options to Kyle. We hadn't done options in a little bit. Podcast is what are my options, and to demonstrate, I did one of the options. I just walked in a straight line in my town, and the straightest line I could find. Basically, until I got tired of my wife got off work. Spoiler alert, wife got off work. I went 3 miles in a straight line over the course of an hour. The sidewalk disappeared. Traffic. I had to run across the highway at one point. There was a lot of snowbanks I had to climb over, which was really annoying. A lot of crackheads I had to walk next to because I could not cross the street even. And so I went, okay, Kyle, option 1, walk further than that in a straight line. Option 2, a full teaspoon of Melinda's ghost pepper hot sauce from Walmart. And then you post your video Monday of you doing one of those options and issuing my 2+ options for me to do the following Monday. Sort of like, I don't know if you've ever watched the Vlog Brothers.
No.
Oh, Hank and John Green. The ones that made like VidCon and Science and blah, blah.
They made Science?
They made Science. John Green wrote Fault in Our Stars. Hank Green does Pop Science. Anyway, their big thing on YouTube was one of them would post a video on Monday where he goes, hey, John, today I learned about the sun. And he'll share a fun fact, which is more for the audience, but also for his brother. And the following Monday, it'd be like, hey, Hank. And then they would just do that. So it's kind of that format, but with our option bullshit.
But instead of you telling me a fun fact, you're making me drink hot sauce?
So you're just declaring that you can't walk 3 whole miles over a week?
That's a lot of miles. And in a straight line? Oklahoma has so many holes.
Oh no, there was one point in the video where I just start walking through the ditch. I mean, you're just declaring, it's like, I have to drink hot sauce?
I have to drink hot sauce?
I gave you options, and I showed how easy one of the options is to do.
I might be able to walk through, like, Oklahoma University, which I feel like would be a straight line.
Maybe. You just got to use
Because
the
if I
tracker.
walk on a highway, a lot of highways do that thing like where they curve.
Yep, I would say that's the other problem.
So
That's why you got to use Map My Run. That way you can confirm it's a straight line, like I did here. That is a beautiful straight line. I just walked my town.
That's very straight.
End to end. 6.5K steps, easy. Kyle does.
I'm not
10
gonna
times
lie.
that
When I originally saw the video that said, "Hey Kyle, I went for a walk," I thought you were gonna reveal that you won the steps challenge, and that you had secretly been walking like 15 hours a day.
That would have been good. That would have been good. No, it was also a really scuffed video. I had to re-record it like 8 times, but I was like, I've had this idea for 2 weeks. I just need to get it made. This one video is gonna suck, but then the idea will exist.
At the end of the month, I'm gonna upload a video called "Hey Trey, I had some hot dogs," and it's just the video's gonna open and it's gonna be like 400 hot dogs on the table.
Dude, that would be a good challenge for the first week of March. You're just like, "Hey Trey, option 1, eat 20 more hot dogs." Like, I'm already tired of them. I've already thrown them all away. Yeah, give me 5 options. I just got to do one of them. You know, we're bringing the options back. You guys could do them on the subreddit, in the Discord, wherever. But yeah, those are the 2 options I issued Kyle, and we'll see which one he does and how he likes a teaspoon of ghost pepper hot sauce. He also has to edit and film the video and get it sent to me with a thumbnail and title, and then I'll post it because I got the information on my ends. You have till. Don't wait till like midnight Monday because I got shit to do. But you know, I'll let you go pretty late if you need to. Man,
my brother was in a car accident.
Oh my god.
He died.
What? Hold on, that's not funny. I hate to be a real adult sometimes. Kyle, I hate to break them aside. That's not funny.
That's not funny.
That's not funny. That's so fucked.
My brother had a dash cam. I sent you the video. He recorded himself getting in a car accident.
How do you know he was going to be in a car accident?
He just hit play because.
Oh, this was your brother. I saw this in your Discord.
Yep.
First of all, why is that person driving in both lanes for like an hour?
Yeah, there's the. I
Holy
think he's
shit.
at fault. Yep.
Did he race after him? Did they pull over? Did they talk to him? Did he kill them?
You just have it up on screen, just looping my brother getting freaking destroyed. I think the asshole that's just driving in the middle of 2 lanes is at fault.
Oh yeah.
Because then he veers into the right-hand lane and slams on his brakes. Because he's a dipshit.
Yeah.
So the old lady in the right is just like, I better go into the left lane, without realizing that my brother is directly to the left of her. Yeah, she just
didn't check her blind spot.
Yeah, so
That's
at
crazy.
least my brother didn't get run off the road and die.
So did they speak to each other at all?
Yes, she did pull over. My brother apologized to her.
Your brother? I would have thrown her in the median. Your brother almost died, Kyle. It wasn't funny.
It wasn't funny.
It wasn't funny.
The guy who caused it by driving over the lines got away, never to be seen again.
Wait.
It is blurry enough that you don't see any license plates.
So the person in the white car,
yes,
is the old lady.
Yes.
You're saying she's not at fault.
I think the guy in front is responsible for everything.
I've watched this 8 times. He's just also a bad driver, but I don't see how his actions affected her actions.
I think him pulling right in front of her, and you can see he immediately slams on his brakes. And I think she just panicked, going at full speed, went to go into the left lane, and then hit my brother.
She's at fault.
Now she should have looked, she should have checked, but she's old. Old people don't have to.
It's not just that she should have checked. She, like the car in front of her, I tell people this at the time, was following the car in front of her too closely and did not leave herself enough time to slowly and safely start. This is why, because people always be like, I can react in time. And it's like, it's not about you. It's the car behind you and the car in front of you. It's defensive driving. I mean, Oklahoma drivers are the worst. I've traveled this country. Oklahoma drivers can eat shit. I think me and wife have both confirmed that they're the worst people to drive around, because Oklahoma has like the Autobahn type system, basically, where they're like, go 95, but with the education system of a person from Oklahoma, and it's not a good combo.
We're worst ranked education in the country, baby.
Worst ranked education in the country, and they're allowed to go 95 miles per hour minimum.
Yeah, there's like nothing. There's huge stretches of literally nothing. So the speed limit is half the time, like 85.
They just let it rip.
Doesn't mix.
They do not care.
The idea that I can do everything perfectly, and one dumbass messes up, takes me with them, and then best case scenario, I don't die. And then my insurance just is like, you had an accident. We're raising your rates.
Yeah.
Better luck next time, dumbass. Sucks. Everything sucks. My brother, it's funny because we went out for his birthday and he drove in his car, and as he's driving us to the restaurant, he's like, I'm trying to put this on my insurance as what is it called, where like totaled?
Oh, yeah. I got you.
Where like your car is undrivable, completely destroyed. He's like, I'm telling my insurance it's like that. As he's driving us there, he's like,
they're gonna send somebody to double check it. There are insurance people that will just come verify that.
I think he's planning on crashing it again.
Oh, that's smart. So. Thank God you're recording this in a format as his brother. Insurance companies definitely don't do everything they can to not pay out premiums. So yeah, definitely they will not find this recording.
the one employee doing background research.
Number one, you should fold. Number two, I know it's not total. Kyle said so.
The idea of just for research, he watches through every episode of the podcast, and by episode 24, he's going insane. He's about to give up, and then he hears us mention the accident, and he looks up, and he's like, "This is it,
son of a bitch.
This is it. I've got him. I got it."
Whew. This is a good episode. It is Thursday. Sunday's coming up. Super Bowl Sunday. And I just thought we could throw out some quick predictions in 48 hours. Could immediately be proven wrong. And
I predict...
Yep, you go first.
I predict that the Bad Bunny halftime show is going to be better than the Kid Rock halftime show that was just done.
I thought we were going to predict who wins the Super Bowl, not the Culture War halftime show.
Did you see the Kid Rock concert?
Yeah, of course, dude. I hope he does that song from Osmosis Jones, the kids movie. You know this song?
Yes,
young ladies, bring them here, bring them here. You say it's statutory, I say it's mandatory.
The physical line, I like them underage. See, that song is trending again, and people are ripping it apart, and it's so funny because I remember us arguing about it. I remember people arguing about it back when Osmosis Jones came out.
It's
now because of the goddamn halftime show, he's gonna get torn up for it again.
The party of Get the Pedophiles is like, well, I mean, that's kind of a higher song, man. I mean, what are we gonna do? Again, it's bad when the bar I like him underage see isn't the worst lyric in the song because it's immediately followed by you say it's statutory, I say it's mandatory.
Maybe one of the
so he's declaring
lyrics.
What he's doing is a crime, but I must.
It's mandatory. It's funny if you look at the footage, because somebody said that normally during a concert, the camera crew, they get shots of the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea is you show how hype it is. But every time they cut to the crowd, everybody is dancing off beat. They show people trying to lip sync, but they don't know the words because nobody knows the words to any Kid Rock song outside of the one where he talks about diddling kids. It was awful. For those who don't know, quick recap. Bad Bunny is doing a halftime show. And you know,
Bad Bunny, an American, is doing a halftime show. He is American, he is brown, And he is the #1 streamed artist on all of Spotify. So at the American halftime show, they'll have an American who is the #1 most streamed artist, and the government and Charlie Kirk's wife, Erica Kirk, who just loves fireworks and merch sales, is having her own halftime show starring Kid Rock. Because this will be the true American halftime show. Again, implying that having the most famous American artist is not American.
You see, the problem is he's brown. We need a halftime show with no brown people.
When we said all American, we meant all Americans that look like us, obviously.
I want to watch a singer that's white. Thankfully, Kid Rock, the #1 singer of
people who wish they owned a yacht but do not. They have a pontoon boat they rent every spring.
I don't know who else they had performed. Let me look up white halftime show.
You might look up Turning Point USA halftime show, which will then put you on a list.
36 minutes ago, Trump won't watch Bad Bunny, says he'd rather see Kid Rock do the official halftime show.
Official is a really funny word there.
Official. I think there was that one rapper, white, with the face tattoos, who does all the terrible songs.
Oh, you talking about Ben Shapiro? I don't care about your feelings. Wrong. He's on that Tom McDonald song. You're talking about Tom McDonald. Song? Yeah, he's got the song with Tom McDonald. Yeah, which is just disgusting.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Did you see Jelly Roll at the Grammys?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all that conversation needs to be. That is a human being.
He's like, I want to perform with Kid Rock next year, so I'm not saying anything.
There is... We have talked about... we talked about it recently, about hating people who maybe don't deserve hate. Like the guy who walks in a room and goes, I'll pretend I didn't hear that. And then we just hate them, even though they haven't really done anything like to bring negative to the world. You just hate that person. Now there is hate. Jelly Roll is one where I've been like, I want to hate him, but I guess he's doing his own thing. I guess he's not hurting anyone, but he wants me to hate him. I feel like
he ain't got internet.
He goes, I want WAMO to hate me so bad, specifically. And finally, after the Grammys thing, I was like, I think I hate him. I think I hate Jelly Roll. I've tried so hard to be indifferent and not hate a person who maybe is not one way or the other, is just more like apolitical or indifferent. But I'm like, nah, I hate him. Did you see Chappell Roan's dress?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Did you see Chappell Roan's in Fortnite?
Chappell Roan is in Fortnite?
Let's go. Yep, they added her. They added all her songs.
Oh my god. Choose your dream girl. They added Billie Eilish, Sabrina Carpenter, and Chappell Roan.
If it wasn't for you telling me about Chappell Roan, this would have been my first time hearing about Chappell Roan today, is because she got it added to Fortnite today. I genuinely only know modern artists when they get a Fortnite collab. That's not a joke. I have multiple singers, and then the second I see them in Fortnite, I start recognizing them in real life.
Have you heard a Chappell? It's Chappell, by the way, not Chappell. It's Chappell.
Chappell
Roan. Have you heard any of her music?
I like the one where she sings about eating.
She sings. Oh, and you talking about Casual? Where she's I keep trying to, every time I try to sing that song, I sing Chainsmokers, in the car you can't afford, we ain't ever getting older, because she has a song, Chappell Roan does, where she's like, when you're eating me out in the floor of the car.
No, the other song about eating her out.
She has 2 songs about being eaten out. I'm a big Chappell Roan fan. I only know the one song called Casual where she gets eaten out.
The one where you gotta do it fast before it gets cold.
Oh, HOTTOGO, you can't get me hard to go. What's it gonna take to get you a number? Hurry up and get cold. Hurry up, I'm hard to go. I listen, when you get to be, I have, I think 2, maybe 3 artists that I was hip to before other people are. And it's super lame to be a hipster, I agree. But when you have those moments, it is very like, told you.
Told you.
I had it. I was hip to Fortnite before it was cool. I was hip to Chapel Roan before it was cool. And Grammy awarded artist Anderson .Paak, I was way before it was cool to like him.
See, I liked Kid Rock before he did the fake halftime show, so...
I liked Kid Rock when I was underage.
Kid Rock liked me when I was underage.
We had a thing. Jesus Christ. Anyway, we Super Bowl predictions. I think the Seahawks will win.
I think the Bears. The Bears will still come back.
I'm
and
going to
win
say something controversial. I think Green Day opening is going to suck and do more harm for the cause than good.
I like Green Day.
I like Green Day too. But good old Billy can be a little cringe sometimes. And I have a bad feeling.
I hope he is the most cringe possible.
If he comes out and sings 21 Guns and hands Kylie Jenner a Pepsi... It's just, if you want to do that, go with Rage. Go with Rise. Green Day is the most polished fucking, like...
Having Rage Against the Machine open for Bad Bunny would be the hardest halftime show in the history of mankind.
By the way, Green Day isn't opening for Bad Bunny. They're opening for the Super Bowl. They're doing the pre-show before the football game starts. They're not connected to the halftime at all. It's not going to have any of that.
Oh, I thought it would be really funny if Green Day did 3 songs and then they kind of just walked off stage and then Bad Bunny walked off.
No, yeah, because it would have to be such a long halftime. No, Green Day is going to be like, all right, we're about to kick off. To get you guys hype, we're going to play a song real quick. That's all. And people are really like, Green Day's going to start the revolution. I'm like, first of all, Green Day is not the one to start the revolution. Green Day from the Simpsons movie? No. Da, 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 da. I love that. Da, 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 da.
Green Day.
There is also, we're playing with fire here. Because I believe in the world of infinite possibilities. And I don't want this to happen. I think there is a timeline where, unfortunately, Kid Rock's halftime show is better. And can you imagine that timeline that follows? Where because there are great artists that have had shit. The Black Eyed Peas. I love Black Eyed Peas. I know I shouldn't say that. One of the worst halftime shows of all time. Bar none. Bad Bunny could have a performance like that. And Kid Rock could just do okay.
I think the only way Bad Bunny has a worse halftime show is if he gets up on stage, says, I like them under HC, and then immediately has a heart attack and dies.
He just performs Kid Rock's own song.
He does a Kid Rock song. And he's trying to do it, like, ironically as a joke, but immediately after saying that line, he unfortunately has an unrelated heart attack and dies. And so they're just, like, looping that clip on the news over and over. And, you know, that's...
I don't know. I picture the lame SNL sketch where it's just like, you're like, this halftime show's a little slow. Bad Bunny's, he's doing his deep cuts and it's overproduced and he's not live singing. I don't know why Apple wouldn't let Bad Bunny live sing. He has a great voice. And then you're like, let me flick on, make fun of the Kid Rock show real quick. And you flick it on and you go, you're tapping your foot a little bit. And you're like, is that Erica Kirk crowd surfing right now? And it's just like so absurd that it is cool. Like fucking Donald Trump dies at the Kid Rock halftime show. Erica Kirk is crowd surfing and JD Vance is twerking on her. And you're like, this kind of awesome.
Wait, so just to get it clear, are they doing their halftime show at the exact same time?
And
the idea is that you change the channel during Bad Bunny, watch that, and then just change back?
Because
that is the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Sinclair is a broadcasting agency that has a bunch of channels, and they have the rights to show the Super Bowl, apparently. And so to some of their affiliates, they're just going to show that and not the Bad Bunny. So if you live in certain places where you get certain channels, you don't even get the option.
That's the most racist thing I've
It
ever
genuinely
heard.
is. Yeah, they're just going to cut away from the Super Bowl and show their own thing. That is a thing that is happening. Terrible.
They couldn't get they couldn't even get like any C-listers or B-listers. They got
the guy that shot a bazooka at the Bud Light because it was gay.
I mean, it's on one hand, you would have had them all be like Bad Bunny was the worst ever. That's they said for the Kendrick one, and like the second half of the Kendrick was slamming. But the idea that they're just not gonna watch it, and they're gonna come out and be like, "You're genuinely." I'm gonna have to on Monday hear somebody say that was the best halftime show I've ever seen.
And you have to say
And
which one.
Which one?
You-
I'm like, yeah, Bad Bunny did pretty good, and they're like, no, I didn't watch that one, and I'm like, oh no.
Do you know any of Bad Bunny's music or not? Because he's not in Fortnite yet.
He was in Fortnite.
Oh, he was. Okay, so you know his music.
I do. I have heard some. I really like the Gorillaz song he did on the Gorillaz album, their last album.
I hope he does Chumbea.
Chumbawamba?
He has a song that's like Chumbea, Chumbea. And again, I'm not trying to be racist. I'm just recreating that. If you look up Chumbea Bad Bunny, it will come up. I don't remember how to spell it properly, but it goes fucking hard. They used it for it was his song when he was in the Royal Rumble when Bad Bunny was a wrestler. And he came out to that song and they played like this giant drum on it. It was badass and I love that song. They also do cameos for the halftime show, which I'm sure Kid Rock will also have. So let's say Bad Bunny, what's a like Spanish artist you think he'll bring out that you think would go hard?
I think the funniest thing that could ever happen in human history would be if people tuned to the Kid Rock show and he wasn't there. And everybody in the crowd is like, where's Kid Rock? Where's Kid Rock? And he's not coming out. And then you flip back to the Bad Bunny one.
Oh my God.
He's doing a duet with Kid Rock.
That's the worst timeline. I thought the worst timeline was Kid Rock. Bad Bunny going, look, we're not so different to Kid Rock would make me...
He calls up Kid Rock and he's like, listen, if you don't
we could
show
do
up to
the
that show...
funniest thing.
If you don't tell anybody, we can do the funniest thing.
I'll give you all
Get
the
over
Apple
here.
money that they were going to give me. You'll make way more money. Oh my God.
Everybody's just waiting for him to get up, and he flipped back, and they're just hitting a duet together.
Chumbea, Chumbea, I like him on the Red Sea. Jesus Christ. I don't know, I was going to say, I hope they have that artist come out that does Gasolina. I fucking love Gasolina. You know Gasolina?
Gasoline.
Yeah! They just do all the Fast and Furious music. Those movies, as complicated as they may be, I think Fast and Furious has the best soundtrack of any movie ever.
It's really cool that the one random guy from Bullet Train went on to become a famous star.
I had to run through the whole cast list to remember that you were talking about Bad Bunny. He's done a few movies. He is pretty funny in all of them. He's very like Childish Gambino in that way, where Happy Gilmore 2, bad movie. Bad Bunny's very good in it, though. He did Bullet Train. He was very good in that. There's another movie he did, but I'm forgetting.
I remember because I know Sony was making like Spider-Man villain movies. Like they made great hits like Morbius.
Great hits like Morbius.
Yep. And they announced that they were making an El Muerto movie. And Bad Bunny was going to be in it. And I remember that was the first time where I was like, who's that? And not Bad Bunny. I knew who Bad Bunny was. I didn't know who the other guy was. But now I kind of wish that got made because that would have went hard.
Yeah, would have went hard. I need this weekend to get over with. I'm exhausted thinking about it. Like everyone's just me sweating bullets before the halftime show, both there. Because it's the Seahawks versus Patriots. Nobody outside of the state of Washington or Boston gives a fuck. Like, I usually do try to enjoy. I'm the nerd because I love consumption, okay? Not the disease. I love the commercials. I love the halftime show, and I love the football. I love the entire spectacle. I love the pre-show. It makes me happy. I am nervous. I need Bad Bunny to kill it, and I need something bad to happen at the Kid Rock show. I need to be unequivocally clear that one group missed out. Like, I want some like racist grandpa to be like, all right, let's see what Goofy Bunny has to say. And they flick it, and he's just like, he's kind of groovy.
They flick to it, and it's like just a wave. They're like, I get it now.
I hate when fucking people like that see fun and they have to hate. Like when we were watching the Shakira and fucking J-Lo halftime show, and they've got all the like Colombian dancers out there, and they're fucking moving and they're sweating and the booties are shaking and the fact that we could look at them and be like, I'm like, it's so fun. I'm like, it's just fun. Shut up. It's just fun. Have fun, please. Like, I'm up on the table at my Super Bowl party, just like, yeah. Dude, the fucking what was it? The Usher halftime show when Ludacris came out. I jumped on the couch and rapped the entire song. I went, Luda, and my wife went, oh, and I went, it's Ludacris, damn it.
He's like, me and him, we got a thing. I call him
I was
Luda.
so unbelievably excited. That might be my last big pop. Well, that, and then when Kendrick did the look at camera directly addressing Drake, calling him a pedophile.
Hey, Drake.
Hey, Drake, I hear you like I'm young.
Oh my god. I tend to not watch the Super Bowl. I tend to just afterwards watch up like the concerts and
dude, you're gonna miss out on all the AI commercials. There's gonna be so many. Chipotle made one.
Oh my
Chipotle
god.
announced they made an AI commercial, and they're gonna give out like, I think it's like $1 million in free food during the commercial, which shows that instead of paying their VFX artists, they're just gonna give us the money for the food.
God damn it.
Yeah.
The one thing is, it's so funny the last few years when we've gotten to the point like where we have trailers for Super Bowl commercials.
Yeah. Oh my god. The worst part about modern trailers is trailers will start with a trailer for the trailer because of YouTube retention. They'll show the middle of the trailer, then they will start the trailer, which is insane.
It's like you have the 5-second trailer to like get you to not want to skip.
It's what we do for our 3-hour podcast because it makes sense, but they've got a 2-minute trailer and they're like, we've got to show a preview or they'll leave.
They're gonna leave?
Yeah, they have to add a hook.
I always leave after that hook. But yeah, the idea of a Super Bowl commercial, they're like, oh, Gwen Stefani and the Chef Boyardee man are gonna skydive. And then like 3 weeks before the Super Bowl, they like have a trailer and it's Gwen Stefani and the Chef Boyardee man, and they're in an airplane and the door opens and they're like, in 3 weeks, everything changes. They're like, new Chef Boyardee flavor coming. And I'm like, this is the stupidest thing in the world. They want us to get this hype, not just for the new Chef Boyardee flavor, but the fact that they're jumping out of a plane. This isn't real, sorry. This isn't a real commercial. I made it up. But everything is exactly like that. So
most of the commercials now, also because of the internet, you can view before the Super Bowl. You'll see,
I know,
because ads are everywhere. You will have seen them 1,000 times before the Super Bowl if you watch the internet the week before.
They just dropped the Sabrina Carpenter, men and their chips, and she's dating a man made out of chips. And I'm like, they're gonna show this at the Super Bowl, and it ain't gonna hit because it's been here for 2 weeks already.
All the time.
Oh my god, remember 2007 where it's
whoa, Dancing Monkey Baby. Dancing Monkey Baby.
Was that 2000? Oh my god.
Dancing Monkey Baby.
That might have been the last good one. The last good Super Bowl commercial.
I think the last time I got hyped for anything, like, again, I can have fun with commercials. Again, I enjoy all of the media as much as I will also hate on like the AI bullshit. But there was a Super Bowl like 4 or 5 years ago where right after halftime, Netflix was like, and this was before they were too sloppy, and they were like, Netflix has a new movie and you can watch it after the Super Bowl. And I love that. It makes my hair cool. When E3 did it, when the Game Awards did it, more people should do that. It is electric. And they were like, Cloverfield Paradox. I go, oh my god, a third Cloverfield movie. The first one was pretty good. The second one was phenomenal. And me and Ethan immediately, like, we stayed up, we watched it, and it was the shittiest. I think that's why they haven't done it. It was the shittiest movie I've ever seen. It was so bad.
I'm looking up here because this was always my favorite. Let me see here. Is the Super Bowl lead, which is like the show that comes on right after the Super Bowl,
It's
which
always
is
the Voice or the Masked Singer or the Rookie.
The Rookie. I'm looking at these through the years, and they're like the A Team. That was a good one, and then you had the one Office, where I remember the Office blew up after that because they had the fire alarm episode of The Office right after the Super Bowl, and that's like the best opening ever. X-Files, Simpsons, Survivor, House, Glee, and then they had an episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine in 2014, and they say only 13% of people stuck around.
Yeah, I love
that
show, but it's a wild follow.
The Masked Singer.
Yep. That show's been on for 18 seasons, and I don't. I think Ninja's under the mask.
In 2024, Nickelodeon started airing the Super Bowl, and last year they aired an episode of Rock, Paper, Scissors called The Fart Joke Debate. This year, it's going into the Olympics?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. It's the winter, they're doing the Olympics haven't actually, the Winter Olympics.
They're cutting from the Super Bowl to Winter Olympics?
Isn't that badass? Are you hating on that? That's so cool. That's one sport to another sport.
I was kind of hoping it would be like the shitty 7th episode of the first season of... I was hoping it would be some shitty sitcom they're trying to hype up. And then it comes on after the Super Bowl, and everybody's like, no.
Here's the issue. Everybody doesn't say no. The Masked Singer's been on for 18 goddamn years, and I've never met one human that's like, who do you think it is?
Who do you think it is?
Who do you think it is? They're always so shocked. Apparently,
Tubi... You can watch the Super Bowl on Tubi, and they'll be following it with an episode of The Z Suite, which on IMDb has 5 stars.
Cool.
Tubi original. Yeah, okay.
That'll work. That'll be good. Hey, if you guys watch the Super Bowl, following it, we will have our own follow-up called Tre Touches Kyle's Penis. Immediately after the Super Bowl, come to the channel. It'll only be live for 5 seconds, and the video gets deleted for good. You have to be here. We will be live. God, do you have any other notes before I get to the audience portion of the yap?
Not that I can think of.
All right. For those of you that don't know, hi, I'm Tre. He's Kyle. This is What Imagines Podcast. We have an email called wamopod@gmail.com, WAMOPOD@gmail.com. I'm going to go there first, and then Kyle will take it over with the Discord comments, because we also have the Discord link down below, where you can also ask us anything. So let me check the email real quick. Today is Biff. Okay, getting a bunch of spam emails because we're on Apple Podcasts now. Galaxy, bros, do a smash or pass for FNAF animatronics, and then FNAF is in the Epstein list. The hell did you guys do?
Oh, so what he's saying is that we were discussing who is the hottest FNAF character, and then a couple days after that, part of the Epstein files revealed that Epstein was sending Five Nights at Freddy's porn on 4chan, which
keep talking. keep.
Honestly, period. End of sentence. We don't need to get into any more of that.
Be me. Stephen Hawking on an island. Jeff come over. The financier. Be me looking at FNAF porn. Jesus. Jokes aside, what would you order at Taco Bell in Britain? Just some things we don't have. No quesaritos, no grilled cheese burrito, and no Baja Blast. I don't eat any of those anyway. For perspective, a deluxe Crunchwrap Supreme meal, I don't eat that, is about $18.45. I don't know if that's a lot, but it's a lot for me. That is a lot. Also,
yeah,
most people, okay. Listen, the economy is bad. But when people are like, pizza's $30, at least here in America, and I'm like, you just don't know how to order food. If you go to a building.
I think that's just Britain currency.
Well, no. What I'm saying is, like, people around here will go into a Pizza Hut, They will look at the menu, see the large pizza, and they will order it, and they will pay $18. Or you open the app, you select the large pizza deal, and you pay $7. That is it. All you have to do, give them all your personal information. They already have it. Who gives a shit? You are paying $10+ more if you're not mobile ordering smartly. McDonald's, you could eat for free for a month. Every day McDonald's goes, oh, here's a free large fry. You just get a free large fry for using the McDonald's app.
The apps, I have the Taco Bell app, I have the Casey's app.
Half my phone is restaurant apps.
Genuinely, yeah, you get like either free food or you get crazy deals.
And all you have to, and you're like, wow, how do they make the food so much cheaper? Don't question it. You're giving them so much personal information on how to market to you, but just get over it. We're at that point in society. That's how you make things cheaper. You subsidize with
McDonald's is like, here's an offer for free fries, and you take it. McDonald's is like, interesting. They like fries. And then they write that down.
And then what they do is the people that walk in and are stupid and don't use the app, they pay an extra $5 for the fries because they know how much we like the fries.
Yeah.
But like I go to Domino's, I pay $6 a pizza through the app. But then there are people that are like, God damn, these pizza prices. I'm like, just use the app. Just learn to use the app. Give them all your private information. But yeah, if I was at Taco Bell in Britain, they don't have those things. That's fine. I don't order those things. I would get the chicken avocado wrap. I would get the nachos. I love me some nachos. And the nacho fries. And a cheesy fiesta potato. And that's it. That's what I would get. I'm not crazy. It's all slop.
If I was at a Taco Bell in Britain, the first thing I would do is leave Britain, come to America, and get a quesarito.
The idea... Okay, I get that the world is small. But the idea of being... in Queens country, you know, there's Big Ben, there's Parliament, there's the River Thames, and then there's a Taco Bell. And you walk in, and a guy with let's do this. You are in Great Britain. You work at the Taco Bell. So obviously you have some things in mind, okay? I'm an American tourist coming in. Honey, I don't want to try all this weird food. It's been upset. I'm going to have the Taco Bell. It's got to be just like home.
Hello, sir. Or can I take your order? What would you like from the menu?
Oh, I've never been to a British Taco Bell. It's pretty far from Mexico. Where do you get your Mexican ingredients from?
Or just make it all myself.
Oh, just you run this whole establishment?
Just me, yeah.
Oh, okay. And that up there, it says, I can't quite read it. It's in yellow text. It looks like a duffel bag. What is that?
It's beans on toast.
Oh.
All we have is beans on toast and a water. What would you like?
Can I get the beans beside the toast and then no water?
No! Get out of my country, you disgusting.
that might be the best improv I've ever done.
He's disgusted. He's disgusted at the prospect of the beans not being on toast.
I don't know. It's not that's so stupid, but it's so funny to me. So Galaxy would get the beans on toast, no water, please. I want it dry. Oh, good read. Good accent, too. I think that was spot on. I think people are really going to... Now, I noticed you fold the paper when wiping your eyes. That's interesting. That is our only email. So take it away from the Discord. I don't know what the last Discord message I read was, so make sure we don't. Backtrack. Ask us anything. A bunch of random clips. The turducken question was the last question we read. So anything after that, I'll let you take it away.
Turducken. What's your favorite healthy thing? Like something that's healthy, but it's good.
I'm afraid to say, because somebody's going to just yell at me that that's not healthy. And
Chocolate chip granola bar.
See, not healthy. It's just...
That's healthy!
Explain.
It's got the fiber in it.
Oh my God. You and fiber. Your relationship. Okay, I guess if you're only marking healthy by that, I was talking about the amount of fat and calories in it. Sure, okay. I was say if you're eating it to lose weight, then that would not work. But if you're using it to help your fiber, sure. I just discovered popcorners 8 years after the Breaking Bad Super Bowl commercial. And
those are pretty good.
I'm a big chip guy. My favorite chip right now is Lay's kettle. I love a kettle chip because it's unbelievable amounts of crunch. It's like it's gonna rock your jaw, and I get the jalapeno kettle chips, and it's delicious. But I was at the store and I was like, I need something lower calorie because I'm snacking too much. I need lower calories. And I found the popcorners had way less calories, and they had a jalapeno and cream cheese flavor to undercut some of that spice, but still having that fun flavor. And I got them, and just the popcorn crunch in a chip, brother. Let me tell you, that is my jam right now.
It's good. It's good shit. I don't know if it's healthy.
Again, we're gonna use the word healthier. We're not gonna be like the vape people. It is certainly healthier than other things that I snack on right now, which are pancake and sausage on a stick and potato chips.
What do you think about Brussels sprouts? I love Brussels sprouts.
You steam them, you boil them, put them in a stew. I like to get them real seared, just sautéed on a pan. Lots of oil and spices to make it unhealthy again. Oh, I love Brussels sprouts. That's a delicious little flavored nugget if you need something healthy. This is another one that's probably not actually healthy, but healthier. Veggie straws. I love veggie straws. Ugh. I could pound a whole duffel bag of veggie straws in an afternoon and make it not healthy. You don't like veggie straws?
I liked the cereal straws, if you remember those.
Yeah, that's not the same thing remotely.
Oh, those were so good. Oh, my God.
I do remember those. What's another healthy... I like... I do get a lot of... me and wife, our butter, we get the reduced fat butter because we just actually like the flavor more, and it's healthier. I get reduced sodium bacon. It's like I'm 85. I get reduced fat, crunchy peanut butter.
That's good for you.
Yeah, it is good for me. I love it. That's a thing I'll snack. I'll get a little teaspoon.
You don't like the taste of fat?
No, I'm saying it's good for me. It's lower calorie. What?
Low fat is a scam.
Low fat is a scam. I want to hear this. So my breakfast thing was crazy.
It is. It genuinely is. The only thing that's actually the only thing is low sugar.
Oh, okay.
Low sugar, low carb, low cholesterol. That makes sense. But you need fat.
Hey.
You need fat. Fat is good. You require fat.
We're gonna back.
It's just that people hear the word fat and they're like, fat people. So they assume that you need to take fat out of things.
Hey, buddy.
And then all this low fat stuff came out. You need fat.
Can I say something?
You got to be eating high fat.
Here's my problem. You're saying this for... You also need sodium. You also need carbs. You also need sugar. I'm aware of that.
Just a teeny bit of fat. You need a big
guarantee you, you're eating way above the daily needed amount of fat. At which point, it is then again bad for you. I guarantee you, with my diet, I'm eating plenty of fat and could help from reducing my fat intake. Because everything's good in moderation. If I'm going to have 18 spoonfuls of butter, it probably should have the fat reduced, otherwise I'll have too much. I'll hit my macros on the fat. You think the way me and you eat, we need full fat food to hit our number? But not for sodium, not for sugar.
Eating over your fat value can help you lose weight, stop obesity, prevent heart disease, prevent stroke, and prevent type 2 diabetes. It is suggested to try and ingest as much fat as you possibly can unless dealing with bloating.
Eating foods rich in trans fats increases the amount of harmful
Trans! Sorry, I was role-playing as a right-winger for a sec. Trans fats are different. There's trans fats, is like... But, like, fat is like bum, 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 and it's different. It's good for you. Trans! Next question says, do you agree or disagree with the groundhog?
Trans!
Trans!
I never know what the soundbite's going to be that I stick at the end of the episode, but it's definitely going to be you just screaming trans. I was reading about it the other day because wife likes the quirky little things in life like that, and I had to ruin it because she goes, "Did you see Phil today?" And I go, "Who's Phil?" She goes, "Punxsutawney Phil." And I said, "No, that's obviously a scam. I don't listen to the Beaver." She goes, "The groundhog." I go, "I don't listen to the groundhog. Tell me about the weather because that's insane." And I it's a bunch of men in top hats, the group of the groundhog, and I go, first of all, how does this groundhog know? And how do they choose the next groundhog? She goes, "What do you mean? There's just Punxsutawney Phil." And I go, No. Groundhogs don't live for very long. And I looked it up, and speculatively, since they've been doing this since 1860, there should be at least 80 Punxsutawney Phil so far. But the Groundhog organization refuses to back down and says that there is one singular 200-year-old groundhog named Punxsutawney Phil that checks the weather every year.
I buy it because there's a chance.
There's a chance.
There's a chance.
And here's the other problem. He said 6 more weeks of winter. People get mad at him. It's 75 degrees on Tuesday.
I love when people get mad at the groundhog.
I don't understand genuine anger at a groundhog that's grabbed out of its hibernation hole, shoved on its... First of all, okay, how the fuck do you measure whether or not something sees its shadow? And I asked my wife this, and I said, if you leave him out there for 10 hours, he'll eventually see his shadow, so what's the time window?
What doesn't make sense to me is that if he sees his shadow, that means winter. But for me, I think that, like, if it was clear and there was sun and you saw the shadow, it would be spring. And if it was, like, cloudy and cold, there would be no shadow. So you would assume that would mean winter, but it's the opposite. It's all mumbo flip-flop.
So it's up to the groundhog crew to interpret whether or not he sees a shadow. They declare... And I'm like, they could just have him face his shadow immediately upon putting him on the stump or not. What I've now learned, and I don't know if this is what they do because they're fucking insane people for this. What they likely do is because Punxsutawney Phil is in hibernation mode, they pull him out of hibernation, and if he's been pulled too early, his eyes have a layer that stay over the eyes to protect him if he's hibernating for lower energy. So he literally could not see his shadow, which means if the animals still believe they're in hibernation mode, winter is not over, thus 6 more weeks of winter. If that flap reveals itself, it means his body accepts that winter is over.
Interesting. See, it all makes sense.
Is that what they're doing? I don't know. I also read it's been proven Punxsutawney Phil's been wrong 70% of winters. He's been wrong. Even if you flipped a coin, you would have better odds than that. He's been wrong 70% of winters.
He's doing his best.
He's just getting yanked out of a hole.
I love Groundhog Day because it's like the only holiday that makes us feel like an old-timey cult.
It is very like, let's burn the witches. It's just because they still wear the same outfits. They come out, they rip them out of a hole, and they go, ha-ha! Winter. And everyone goes, fuck this groundhog, dude. It's insane.
Oh my god.
What else we got?
Let's see here. Poop shyness. Do you have a skill that you think you're better at than everybody in the world?
If I had to, yeah, if we had to say a competition, we would let's better way to do this because the whole world is interesting. Let's say, Kyle, you enter a arena, a super dome, and they are at random going to pull, let's say, 1,000 people just all over the globe, 1,000 people at random, and put them in there with you, and you have to come out on top in a competition of your choice or a skill showing of your choice.
This is completely random, so there could be old people and children?
There could be, but if you think about the national average, I think that the average age they will be, because the global average would be like 40. They'll be in their 40s. They will most likely speak English, I believe, or it may have changed. It goes back and forth.
Am I allowed to just start killing them?
Do you want to do a competition of murder? You think you're the best murderer?
Well, everybody's out there and they're trying to think of what they're best at, and while their guard is down, I just go into the I'm best at combat.
Okay.
And just start taking them out.
I think they would immediately see you as the third. No, because they're not thinking that. No. You declare. Nobody can move. It's Hunger Games. Everyone's locked in place. And they go, all right, Kyle, what can you beat all of us at? And then you declare 2 cigs, 2 beer, Rubik's, 2 Rubik's Cube challenge. And then all 1,000 of you immediately race.
Can I declare fastest fainter, and then before the sentence is over, I collapse?
You're trying to create so many. Do you not think you could win any fair competition against 1,000 people, no matter what it is?
A fair competition? No, I'm not good at anything.
It could be like... There's so many options, though. You can't think it.
What are my options?
What are my options? Because I think I could fastest. You get 1,000 random people. I'm fastest person to beat the game split second.
Okay.
Yeah, you've never speedrun, have you?
Not really.
I'd say there's only 20 people in the world that speedrun split second. And for a time, I was top 3. So unless I get incredibly unlucky and the 2 people that were better than me drop into that 1,000, I win that fight.
I would say maybe flipping a pen and catching it between 2 fingers. I could do that the most times in a row better than 1,000 people.
Do you have a pen near you? This is how we're going to end the episode. We're just going to get a pen here. And let's see if you can beat one person.
Let me go get a pen.
Let's get a pen.
I used to do this for 8 hours a day. I'm a professional at this.
Okay. I got my pen. Okay. So first I want you to demonstrate. We're not doing the competition. I just want you to show me exactly what we're trying to attempt here.
I think I'm better at this if I'm standing.
Okay, if you need to stand, you can stand.
Let me see if this will show. This will not. Let me turn off my background.
That would be
quick.
Good.
Hang on.
Yeah, make sure we do side profile so we can really see it.
So, of course, I catch it between 2 fingers. I'm going to horribly fumble this now because I've never done this.
You've never done this?
Camera.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just saying you've never done the thing that you could beat
people
at.
So, of course, you flip, catch. Flip, catch. Between 2 fingers every time, professionally. Flip, catch.
Okay, you're pretty good at that.
Flip, catch. Flip, catch.
Kyle, this is... Let me see if I can do it once, just real quick. Oh, you're fucked. You're fucked.
Oh, no!
Oh, you're so fucked.
This is all I have! This is all I have!
Dude, you're so fucked. All right. Ready? And go. Shit. I got 1.
Up 3, 4. I got to 4 on that one. I panicked. I panicked.
Kyle, I think you win that against 1,000 randoms. That was impressive.
Check out this finger flick. Watch this. Boom, boom, boom. Oh my God, he's slick with it. Holy shit.
We're just 2 white boys flicking a pen now.
We're just flicking our shit.
Just a couple white boys flicking our shit. Can you do this one?
What's that one?
Oh, the old thumb one? No.
There's one where you can spin it around the thumb, an extra rotation, but I used to where it was.
And then it just goes
Yeah.
whoosh, 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 whoosh. Yeah.
All right. Well, this has been the prop comic improv episode of the podcast. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. We apparently have some mail that's getting stuck right now, but I think I got it figured out, and it's going to get to us. The P.O. Box right now will end at the end of this month. It's already been almost 3 months, so if you want to send something, send it. But at the end, February 28th, the P.O. Box will no longer be a thing unless there was a ton of demand for it to renew, because that is an expensive thing to have.
Thank you to Tilly and screw you to Bazagger.
Yes.
Sent us
Sorry for attributing it to a Keo. It was actually Baziger who sent us the we still need to react to that when you're here in person. I will get the DVD player set up and we will do a Scientology reaction. But yeah, P.O. Box should be down below, whamopod@gmail.com, Discord, subreddit. Do the Monday challenge if you feel up to it. Figure out if Kyle's going to do the hot sauce. See if we were right on our Super Bowl predictions. Does Bad Bunny die after quoting Kid Rock? This has been episode 24 of the podcast. I've been Trey. He's been
Kyle.
Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.
Adios.
Goodbye.
Trans! Sorry, I was role playing as a right winger for a sec. It's trans fats are different. There's trans fats is like, but like fat is like bum 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 bum, and it's different. It's good for you. Trans